Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. It says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. First one, give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai is the Son of the Most High. Again, the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, and the name of the Messiah is Yahweh Shai, which these are the true names of the Heavenly Father and the Son, and the only begotten Son of the Most High. Right, and what I just read was Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 to verse 18. Now, that which I just read was a prophecy that's going to come to pass in these last days. That will be fulfilled. Now, that's the highlight of this video. That's the focus of this video. And Lord willing, this video is edifying. Right, let's read it again. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. It says, "And he causeth all." Now, that he is concerning the beast. That he is talking about the beast, the so-called white man. It says, both small. It says, "And he causeth all." So the white man, right, the rulers of the earth, are going to cause people to receive this mark. It says, both small and great, rich and poor. So now, if you don't know what the mark is, which when I say charagma is another word for mark in the Greek. So if you don't know what a charagma is, the Motb is the chip, is an implant, a little device that will be implanted, if you will, or embedded under the skin, in the body, if you will, in the flesh, if you will. So the rulers of the earth are going to cause both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And we know that the rich of the earth, the rich people of the earth, they're powerful people. So how will they be influenced, if you will, or compelled to receive a mark? Well, I'm gonna tell you how. The only way you'll be able to buy and sell in the future is if you have this mark, this charagma in you. For that will be the new source of currency, if you will, the new source of buying and selling. That charagma will hold all, you know, your financial information, if you will. If you want food, you will have to have this charagma that you may buy. If you want to sell, you gotta have this charagma that you may sell. If you're lacking food, if you're starving and you don't have this charagma, right? If you don't have this charagma, you ain't gonna get none. Right? And if you do get the charagma in you and planted in you, whether head or hand, arm, hey man, you gonna get judged. You gonna get punished. And you're gonna get put into the lake of fire. And it shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Now or giving insight, if you will. Let's go back into it. Now it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark. Now when you go into the word mark in the Greek, let's go into it real quick. Right? Let's go into the word mark. Salaki. Connor. When you go into the word mark, it means, or the transliteration is charagma. Charagma, which when you go into it, it means, or the definition of the word charagma is a stamp and a printed mark of the mark stamped on the foreheads or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist, which ultimately the beast, or that he is, that's spoken of in Revelation chapter 13 verse 16, is not the Antichrist. There are many Antichrists, right? But that's a lesson on a whole nother day, which going deep into it and break it down to get an understanding of what this mark, the Motb, is. So, you know, to go into it, let's go into the word to get an understanding of what the Motb, the charagma is, the mark is. Let's go into the word scratch. See, when you go into the scriptures, man, you have to study. You have to rightly divide the word, man. You have to somewhat, what's the word? Go deep into it. If you go deep into words, into scriptures, man, if you want to get understanding. Now going to the word scratch. Which when you go into it, the word scratch means to score or mark the surface of something with a sharp or pointy object. So we know that the charagma is going to have to do something with, is going to have to we know that the charagma is going to have to do something with a sharp or pointy object, which the only way E is going to get this charagma into your skin is by, you know, a needle or a sharp pointy object, man. In which when you go into it, this is where this may come into play. A needle where you could put the little small device into it and put that needle in the man's skin, and that little small device is going to shoot into the man's skin, and the device is going to be embedded into the flesh like this. Boom. Then skin heals. You know, now it's in your flesh. You know, which some people on earth have already taken the charagma, have already taken the Motb, as you can see right here. Right now, going back into it, going back into the word scratch, it says mark the surface of something. Now, what is the thing that's going to be marked? Your skin. That needle is going to go through your skin, cut the surface of your skin, and that little device, that charagma, is going to be shot into your hand, man, into your arm, or into your head. You know, just get more understanding. The word scratch goes into to mark a wound made by scratching. right? Do if not a do not a don't a needle wound you when it goes into your arm, even if it's just a small wound, man. So let's go into the word, or let's go into the similar words to the word scratch, right? So when you go into the synonyms, you'll find the word incise, which when you go into the word incise, it means to cut a mark or decoration into a surface. Cut, even going down, it's the word incise is from the Latin word incis, which means to cut into, to engrave, to cut into. So now we know that the charagma, the Motb, is not something spiritual. It's something that you can see. The charagma is something that you can see with your own eyes. The charagma is something that you can feel with your own, with your senses, if you will. The charagma, because you have many out there that say the charagma, the Motb is the philosophy. It's philosophy. It's some, not seen, if you will. Which is false. The Motb is the device. Is a device. It's a small chip. It's an implant, right? To cut into. Now let's go deeper. When you go into the word charagma, you'll find the word etching. Etching. Slovakia. Which, when you go into the word etching, it means to cut, to carve, mark a surface with mark a surface, right? Basically the same thing, man. The same thing. Cut in, one of the synonyms means to cut in, to incise, but you get the point. There is very for some this is clear. This is clear to some. What you going deep into the word karax, which goes, going to the root word of the word charagma, goes into the word karax, which when you go into the word karax means a pail, a stake. Which when you go into the word pail, what is a pail? You'll see what a pail is. Salaki. Let's go into another word. What is the stake, real quick? This is the stake. What do the stake do? It cuts into something. It wounds the surface of something, man. You said, in the ancient days they would use stake to what? To make firm a tent, and they will stab the stake into the earth, into the dirt, into the land. And this is giving you more insight in what the charagma is. So the charagma is the chip implant, man, and it's gonna be shot through your arm through a needle, or through a sharpened pointing object, if you will. Now let's go here real quick. Even when you go down here to the word You know, let's read Revelation chapter 13 verse 17 says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Verse 18 says, here is wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 score and 6. But when you go into it, when you go into 603 score and 6, which is 666, when you go into it, you'll find this word in the blue letter.
Strong's G 5516. Chi, Xi, stigma. Chi, Xi, stigma.
So one of the words I want to go into is the word stigma. Right, the word stigma. Which when you go into the word stigma, you'll find this word. When you go into the word stigma in the blue letter, you'll find this word, which means to stick, to prick, a mark incised or punched for recognition of ownership. You know, so here it is. This is, you know, a breakdown, if you will, of this, you know, of this mystery, of this revelation. You know, to stick, to prick, and what's going to prick you? What's going to prick many in these last days, man? That needle, man. And many's going to receive that charagma, that mark, man. And they going to get pricked up, sticked up. You know, they going to get cut, man, by a needle, man. All for the sake of buying and selling. You know, and they gonna get judged for taking the charagma, for receiving the charagma. You know? But I'm gonna close off on that. You know, Lord willing, this video was edifying. Double honor to the other apostles of the great millstone. Peace and blessings unto the elect. And also, all praises, honor, and glory be to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.